Coming up on Good Morning Texas, we visit a historic Austin festival
We show you how to get involved with a weekly art project in Austin.
and check out some outfits perfect for game day.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. I'm Alejandra Gonzalez.
And I'm Joanna Lyles. Welcome.
Austin in the fall is blooming with exciting festivals and events that perfectly capture the culture of this artistic city. I went out this weekend with Calli Conti and had the opportunity to soak up some traditional Austin culture at the Pecan Street Festival.
The Pecan Street Festival is a free two-day arts festival in Austin's 6th Street Historic District. It is called the Pecan Street Festival because originally all of the east-west streets on Austin's street grid were named after trees. Although this decision was later changed to streets being named with numbers, the festival honors its original name. At the event, hundreds of local and national artisans fled the festival with a multitude of original handcrafted creations of all types, from metal, wood, fiber, clay, glass, stone, and much more.
The Pecan Street Festival takes place right here in the heart of Austin, Texas. It's been happening ever since 2006, and it takes place twice a year, once in May and once at the end of September. They're primarily an arts and crafts focused festival, but they also have a lot of awesome cuisines here, and you can get everything from your festival food to more healthy things. So it's really just a great activity to come out to here in Austin.
But the festival has more than just arts and crafts. More than 60 of Austin's top musical acts also come to perform on 3 different stages, located on Trinity, Neches, and Red River Street.
There's so many amazing artisans here. Just with one look around, you can see people are really dedicated to their crafts. And also the people who come out to the festival, they're really enthusiastic and excited to support local business.
In the Austin area my whole life, and every time Austin has something going on, it's always nice. Everyone's always really kind and always really supportive of what everyone else does, and that's super cool. Austin's a great place.
The Old Pecan Street Association supports the Austin community by donating festival proceeds to several local nonprofit groups and municipal aid organizations each year. These beneficiaries cover a broad scope of charitable efforts. Some of these beneficiaries are Mobile's Loaves and Fishes, Habitat for Humanity, Austin Boxer Rescue, the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians, Austin Police and Fire Departments, and even the University of Texas. Calli Conti and Alejandra Gonzalez, Good Morning Texas.
You know, I've been in Austin for 4 years now, and I've never been to the Pecan Festival. I've always wanted to go. How was it?
You know what? It was my first time going, actually, and I had a great time. I went a little bit on both days, and it was very, very crowded on Saturday. We had a great time. You know, it actually goes on like twice a year. There's one in the fall, and there's one in the spring, and I didn't know that. I remember like going downtown and like, you know, being downtown during the day and this whole festival going on, and I thought that it was just in the fall, you know, I don't know why. I mean, in the spring, and I was really surprised to know that it was twice a semester and twice a year, and they have like really good food, they have a lot of concerts, they have a lot of arts and crafts, like local artisans and kind of like a lot of the jelly, like local honey things and wineries. It was really, really cool.
It sounds so fun.
Yeah.
I really wish I could have gone.
Yeah, I know. One of my favorite things about all these festivals is like all the really good food that they have. Like, and like I didn't see any like crazy things like fried Twinkies and stuff. It was a lot of like more like gourmet things, which was really, really cool.
The funnel cakes?
Yeah.
I think they had funnel cakes.
You know, probably. I know. I definitely saw some like fried pickle stuff, like all that crazy stuff. But
all that fried yummy stuff.
Yeah, it was too good. But yeah.
It sounds like such a great event. And speaking of major events that happened this past week, the Moody College of Communication welcomed a new institute to campus, working to help those who stutter. Reporter Ross Piedad attended the naming ceremony and spoke to those who will gain from the resource.
Moody College began a new milestone this week, opening up a nonprofit institute through the Communication Sciences and Disorders Department.
I'm actually getting help with my stuttering. I actually work with someone at my school that helps me, and then I started coming here.
The Michael and Tammy Lang Stuttering Institute plans to help children and adults who stutter with treatments free of cost.
So Michael and Tammy, you have helped change the world through this very, very generous gift.
A UT alum, lawyer and businessman Michael Lang and his wife Tammy donated $3 million to the university and were honored at Monday's naming ceremony.
Thank you for honoring us today, and thank you for the work you do every day.
Dr. Courtney Bird says that clinical training experience will aid students in the profession of helping others.
I hope that in doing this we'll promote awareness, we'll promote best practice, and that the students that we train will go on and train other students that they have one day, so that there would ultimately be a change in the quality of treatment and in the understanding of the complex nature of stuttering.
Diana Mendoza stuttered as a child and is now an officer for the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association.
So the convenience of it being on campus is just incredible. You know, our major is growing like pretty much exponentially every year. So the opportunity to have that here will bring up so many more opportunities for our members to get involved. I'm sure, you know, people who are just interested in what this is all about could probably, you know, partner up with us, get to know a few of us in our major, and go across the street and volunteer with them.
Ross Piedad, Good Morning, Texas.
I think that it's great that the communication school is putting on all this like awareness for the community, and they're like expanding like their reach to like not only people who are just like on campus, but they want like to help people who are off campus, like students of all ages. So I think that's really cool, because like you don't really hear a lot about all the programs that Communication Sciences and Disorders does. So I feel like this was like one of the major things I've been hearing about, like going on campus.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's such a wonderful thing that they're offering free services. I just think it's great that UT's giving back to the community.
Yeah, and I know that like you always hear about like the RTF screenings and everything that's going on with journalism, because I feel like a lot of people are involved in those, and I know that Communication Sciences and Disorders is like a smaller major, so I think that that's great that, you know, they got this like big donation and they're able to like help and bring awareness to this, you know, issue, which is great. And speaking about community issues, so many events happen in Austin every week, but not many of them involve going on a treasure hunt for custom pieces of art. Reporter Madeline Christensen visits Spray TX to find out more about Free Austin Friday.
Apart from music, Austin is also well known for its art scene, and Spray TX helps to promote just that. Spray TX is a collective of primarily Austin-based artists, muralists, and creatives who use their talents to beautify the city. This includes painting custom murals, live street paintings, and a weekly art project known as Free Art Friday.
Free Art Friday is an event that takes place in Austin every Friday, where people of all levels of artistry go out and they hide a piece of art in the city, and then they take a picture of it on their Instagram and hashtag it ATX Free Art Friday. And then people are left to their own devices to go on a treasure hunt through the city looking for it.
As the name suggests, it doesn't cost anything to become a part of the project. One simply creates a piece of art, hides it, and waits for it to be found.
It's like you don't even necessarily have to be like a full-time artist or a part-time artist. You could be someone that just, I sat down and drew a doodle today, and I want to give it away. And that's like, I feel like that's the beauty of it. Is it's an event that gets the city involved in art, and it makes it really fun for people to be like, hey, you know, I can hide art even though I'm not necessarily an artist. So, you know, you get that good feeling of giving away something to the city and to the people, and then, you know, the excitement that you see sometimes when somebody finds something, they're like, oh my gosh, I finally found a piece. You know, it's a really nice, fun thing that happens.
And anyone who wants to find art can easily join as well. Just check the hashtag Free Art Friday on Instagram to find clues as to where pieces are hidden around the city.
It's a door opener, if you will, to being more creative, because I've seen people like, oh man, you know, I found this piece, it was really cool, it totally inspired me, so this week I made a piece to give away. So it's got this really nice kind of like snowball effect where people will just keep giving and giving, and they'll keep finding, and they're like, okay, this was awesome, and they'll keep giving some more. So it's a lovely community snowball of love.
Good Morning, Texas, Madeline Christensen.
You know, Joanna, Austin is known for its art, and I think that it's great that they're doing all this to like promote local artists and like local like those art spots where like there's all that wall art, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that the best place where you can find all of this is on social media. They'll tell you where the spots are and everything.
Yeah, actually the first thing that I heard about Free Art Friday was like from my friend who he's like an engineering major. I don't even know how he found out about Free Art Friday. Yeah, but so like what he does is like he uses his Instagram and he'll look up the hashtag Free Art Friday, and I guess people who are giving away this free art will look up the hashtag or will post this hashtag on, you know, the photographs, and like all the art that they post will be like available for people to come pick up. So he'll just go to places around Austin and pick up all of these, you know, things that he sees that are cool, and he'll put them up in his apartment, which I think is like a really good idea.
Alrighty, well, that sounds super awesome. Well, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, a look at this week's weather forecast.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Now for some news from Ally.
The CDC announced that a patient being treated in a Dallas hospital is the first person to be diagnosed with Ebola here in the U.S. A man whose identity has not been released left Liberia on September 19th and arrived in the U.S. on September 20th. At the time, the individual did not have symptoms until he began exhibiting them a few days later. The individual remains isolated in intensive care at the Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas. October 1st kicks off Breast Cancer Awareness Month. An Austin Police Department has teamed up with Komen Women to show support in the fight against breast cancer. APD is helping Komen raise awareness for its 2014 Race for the Cure. From wearing pink pins on their uniforms to wrapping one of their police cars in pink, APD has found a way to bring attention to Komen's important cause within the city of Austin. Citizens are encouraged to participate by taking selfies with the pink police car and use the hashtag RaceATX for a chance to win a prize. Protests in Hong Kong are growing as thousands of citizens have poured into the streets in the fight for democracy. Today, China celebrates a national holiday, and demonstrators are defying Hong Kong leader Li Yun-chung Li by refusing to end the protests. This series of protests are now being called the Umbrella Movement.
Thank you for those news updates, Ally. What can we see for weather this week?
As for weather, the rest of today is looking partly sunny with a high near 90 degrees. Things will cool down by the evening with temperatures in the mid-70s. Now Thursday, you may want to keep an umbrella handy as we continue to experience a slight chance of showers, with thunderstorms also possible after 1 p.m. On Friday, skies are expected to be sunny again with a high in the low 80s and temperatures dropping to the 50s in the evening. The sunny and cool weather is expected to continue throughout the weekend, so ACL and Longhorn football fans, you are in luck. You can expect this music-filled weekend to produce some of your best Instagram pictures yet. Saturday and Sunday, the skies will be sunny and clear with temps in the low 80s. During the evenings, a light jacket may be required, for the weather will be dropping into the high 50s and low 60s. That's all for your weather. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Ally. Now don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we get some advice about the trendiest outfits for football season.
That's right. While you're watching Good Morning Texas, stay tuned. Main things on every girl's mind during football season is finding the perfect outfit to show their Longhorn pride. Our Good Morning Texas reporters Sandy Marin and Ally Triolo went in search of the latest game day trends.
My name is Ally, and I'm here today at Longhorn Fashions with owner and founder Tessie Crow.
So Longhorn Fashions started in 2010, actually started as an online store first, so kind of the reverse of how a lot of places start as a boutique and then get their online presence. So it's 1 year out of UT. I'm a proud UT alum. So it's 1 year out of college, working full-time in online marketing, and just knew that I really, fashion was my passion. And then I renovated a really old Airstream trailer, turned it into a boutique, filled it with all the clothes, and took it to every home game that year.
Let's talk talk about the clothes, because let's be honest, every girl wants to know. What is in for the Longhorn games this season? What is the latest game day getup?
All right, so we're kind of seeing 3 different things this season. We're seeing a lot of lace, which I feel like is always pretty and just great for girls. We're also seeing a lot of the kind of boho vibe this season, so anything that's like a loose fit, really lightweight and flowy and fun. So this dress kind of combines both things. It has the boho vibe and the lace detailing, and with stuff like this I love to pair like turquoise with it or a side crossbody bag. The embroidery is another trend that kind of comes back year over year, but I just love it because it's so high quality. It just has a really, more expensive look to it, but the price on this is still great. But it just really gives it a really pulled together, polished look. And then another trend that we're seeing are all the lace bralettes that you can put underneath things and have them kind of pop out of your outfit and kind of just adds another dimension to it. Another trend too that's shown on this model are the geo pieces, just loving anything with a genuine stone.
Let's head over to Manju's for some more game day getups.
This is Sandy reporting right from Manju's. Will they show us the latest game day getup?
Well, it's more of a California style store, so we go to markets in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, sometimes I go to Dallas, and in New York at times.
Okay, so here we have a burnt orange banded skirt with just a white flowy top. This is great because you just buy the skirt one time and any white top pretty much goes with it. Here is our most popular dress. We actually have it in all the different game day colors. It's an off-the-shoulder flowy dress for if it's hot or if it gets colder out at night. It's great because you can put it with any accessory and any bag and cowboy boots and it looks great. And finally, our most popular outfit here, again, is a classic. It's just a white flowy skirt with any burnt orange top and jewelry to top it off, makes it the perfect game day outfit.
This has been Sandy
and Ally with Good Morning Texas for Game Day Getup.
So I'm a senior and I've never been to a football game here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, but good news is that I'm actually going this weekend.
Yeah, and like I've only actually been to a few games, which is really sad. But I know that one of the important things is to stay cool because it's so hot out there. Austin doesn't start getting cold until like November. So I remember the first game I wore like a t-shirt, and even in a t-shirt I was like really, really hot. So like I know a lot of people wear like linens, kind of like silky materials that are really flowy, and I'd say like try and stick to the white, white colored things, or like just in case you sweat. Like it's just it gets really sticky out there.
It's a good thing I already have a white dress, so I can probably just wear that maybe with some little cute cowboy boots.
Yeah, I know, cowboy boots. That is one thing I don't understand. Like I know that we're in Texas, but it is so hot outside and everybody looks so cute and cool, except for like those boots are like made of leather. I just don't know how they do it. But yeah, anyways guys, speaking of game days, don't go anywhere because when we come back we have some game day snack ideas to eat while you look good in your Longhorn wear.
That's right, stay tuned for more Good Morning Texas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. With us today we have Megan Prendergast, a member of UT Austin's branch of Spoon University, to teach us how to do some fun and easy game day dips for the weekend. Hey Megan.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So what is Spoon University? Tell us a little bit about Spoon University.
Spoon University is an online food publication written by college students for college students. And we focus on healthy recipes and easy, simple recipes. And we also do reviews about restaurants around campus.
Great. And how did you get involved with it?
Texas started their chapter in January of this year, and I just applied because one of my friends was a part of it.
Great. Yeah. So are a lot of students. So I know that it's like students from like different universities come together and like blog on it. So it's kind of like a Facebook feed, but for food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Pinterest, but only food.
Yeah. So like, what do we have here?
Okay, so we're gonna make 2 game day dip recipes. The first one is an artichoke dip, and so I have here already food processed 2 cans of artichoke hearts.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna put that in here.
I know, it does.
Okay.
It smells delicious.
So then I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, also, and 3 cloves of garlic, already minced, and about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
Okay,
wow.
great. This
Okay.
does smell so good.
Do you wanna
I could
mix
like
it?
have this. real
Yeah,
quick?
sure, I'll
Okay.
mix it.
So yeah, so you just mix that all together, and then you could add salt and pepper to taste if you like.
I'm trying to like mix it
Yeah.
as best I can.
Can you add like sun-dried tomatoes?
Yeah,
to,
you
like
can-
what would make a good pairing with?
Yeah, you can add whatever you like. When my mom makes this, she usually sticks it in the oven for about 15 minutes after
Okay,
at 450 just to make it nice and warm.
Ooh.
But you can also eat it cold.
I've
Yeah.
actually never made an artichoke dip. I know they always have them at like restaurants and
Yeah.
stuff, but I never. I know can you put like cheese in it too?
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
that
no,
would
put, like,
take
Parmesan
away-
on top and
that
then,
would
like,
like
put it
take
in
away
the
the
oven, yeah.
healthy, aspect. Joanna, you should just not go to a game and make this at home and wear a
and
t-shirt
just, yeah, just
and
be
just
super
chill at
comfortable,
home.
stay there,
Yeah.
eat my artichoke dip.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the artichoke dip. And then over here we have sun-dried tomato hummus. And so in here I have 1 can of chickpeas drained and rinsed, and then an entire jar of sun-dried tomatoes with the olive oil. And then I'm gonna add in some basil leaves, about half a cup of Parmesan.
Oh, wow.
That's
cheese.
I love
I know.
A little-
Anything but the cheese.
A little bit of paprika, about a 1/4 tablespoon, and then again a 1/4 tablespoon, of salt. And then, I'm going to food process it, but not right
Okay,
now.
our food processor is having technical difficulties, but yeah. So you food process
So
it
you just
and
process that, and then
Okay,
you
cool. And it's like it's like a hummus.
it's hummus because hummus is made out of chickpeas.
Okay,
so this is a
that's
sun-dried
great.
tomato hummus.
So like, what other kind of like variations do you?
Hummus. Black bean hummus is really good. So instead of putting in sun-dried tomatoes, you could put in a can of black beans, and that's the only other way I've made hummus before. But yeah.
So what other kind of like game day foods do you like suggest maybe to make that are easy and like for a college kid budget?
Guacamole.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
HEB has pretty good priced avocados, and you just put 2 avocados, half a red onion, about 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and some chopped up tomatoes.
Great.
And
Yeah,
mix
so
it all
out of
together.
all of the stuff that's here, what's your favorite?
My favorite would probably be the hummus because it's so tasty, and I love sun-dried tomatoes so much.
Yes,
Hummus is
I'm the
so
same
good.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I love sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah, hummus is really good. Yeah, these seem like really easy and like not too expensive to make.
Yeah.
Like you can get a lot of these stuff at like HEB, which is really good because I feel like it's a lot cheaper than buying it.
Yeah, the store, and it's also so simple to make. Like we just did it in like less than 30
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah.
So like, what are your some of your favorite recipes like overall?
Overall,
Yeah.
I like making macaroons, and those are my favorite thing to make. But I also like making like different sauces for like spaghetti and stuff. Last night, 2 of my friends came over, and I cooked them dinner, and I also made chocolate cake, and it was awesome.
Oh my god, I want to come over. Joanna and I should go over. That's great. Yeah, like I'm a big foodie. I don't know, as you can tell. Jen,
I am
Do you like
too.
to cook? I love
Okay, well the thing is, I love eating, but I'm not the best at cooking. So anything that's like really easy to make, I'm all for it.
Yeah, and that makes it so much like more easy to make for game day because I know game days are kind of hectic,
Yeah.
especially like you can even make this before you go out on game
Yeah.
day. Eat it before, eat it after, have it ready in your fridge.
Bring it to the game, maybe.
Yeah, or be lazy, you know, like I will be, washing my, like in my t-shirt, you know, not sweating outside with cowboy boots, but everybody else can look cute. I will be eating my artichoke dip. That's great. But yeah, so I have a question about Spoon University.
Yeah.
Do you pick what you write about, or do they kind of like tell you like every week?
Every week or every 2 weeks we have a brainstorming session, and we just spit out ideas, and we choose recipes, restaurant reviews, food for thought, just write about whatever you want.
Okay.
But yeah, and actually at the moment we're hiring writers and photographers, and we're also hiring the business side of Spoon University, so to plan events. Like last weekend we had a Spoon University cookout, and that was hosted by Spoon and organized by our business director, Jenna.
That's great.
So yeah.
Great. So who was it started by primarily? Was it students?
It
or
was
it,
started last year by 2 girls who went to Northwestern, and now it's centered at in New York, and there's a lot of chapters opening up like every week.
Yes, I was looking at the website,
Yeah, it's
and
grown
there's like
a lot.
all these different universities on there and all this cool stuff.
Yeah, no, I've definitely heard a lot about it, and I know I have some other friends who are like also involved in it who always talk about it and how much fun they have.
It's an awesome thing to
well,
be a
thank
part
you for
of.
coming out
Yeah,
here.
no
Thank you so
problem.
much. Yeah, and thanks. That's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in for Good Morning Texas throughout the week. You can follow us on Twitter at Good Morning TX.
We'll have a marvelous morning, y'all.